What's going on, guys? SabDragon754 back, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be discussing DLC5 for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, which is called Zombie Chronicles, and it remasters 8 classic Zombies maps. We got Nakdor and Toten, Shino Numa, Barux, Kino de Toten, Shangri-La, Moon, Ascension, and finally Origins. So
fucking Rasputin!
Yeah, this, you know, it's what we've been wanting for a while. It was kind of a meme at one point, then people were like, wait, actually this might be a thing. Yes, it was. So obviously that's very exciting. What I'm going to be looking at today is, okay, what's all the hoo-ha about? What's going on? So first thing I want to look at is the big YouTubers that were invited to Los Angeles Treyarch Studios to actually play the game early, record it for us, and stream it and whatever. So I don't have an issue with that. I understand that Treyarch want to get the whole, oh look, it's DLC5, but you know, it'd be kind of nice if they just kind of released it for everybody at once. And I know that people are probably going, well, anybody who thinks, oh, you're on Xbox, you have to wait an entire month. Yeah, again, that would have been nice if they just released it with everybody else, you know, because we have had to wait a whole 30 days for Horizon Jack, Zetsumo, Gorod, and Revelations. The last time we got 30 days early was on, like, Advanced Warfare. Yeah, I don't think that's fair either. I think, so in terms of COD. Okay, so what are the maps going to include? First thing that I truly care about really is the weapons. I like weapons perks. I just like slaying zombies. I'll do the Easter eggs if there's people there who want to help me out, but I'm more of a weapons guy. I just like killing, do all that kind of stuff. What weapon I know is in every single map is Reagan Mark II, which is exciting because it's the Reagan Mark II. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. However, in the maps that would feature the perk PhD Flopper, which was a fan favourite and, you know, highly requested to come back, has been replaced by Widow's Wine. So how do I feel about this? Okay, because obviously everyone's disappointed. It's like, oh no, we can't have PhD Flopper. I think two things. Now, the first thing, I think Treyarch is being a little bit stupid about this, because, you know, they obviously know that we wanted PhD Flopper, and it seems like they're trying to force us to like Widow's Wine, and I like it as a perk. It's it's really good. If you don't know, Widow's Wine, I'll go through each perk quickly. Widow's Wine basically gives you these sticky Semtex web grenade type things. When you throw them at zombies, when it sticks to a zombie, it stops that zombie from moving, and then like when it explodes, it shoots out webbing and it stops all zombies in that area from attacking you basically, and they can barely move. It also slowly damages the zombies. When you knife it, after a certain amount of time, it will actually slow a zombie down. And I want to say that's everything. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if there's anything else, let me know, but I'll probably end up remembering. PhD Flopper, main thing, it prevents explosive damage completely. There's no, like, say you shoot a ray gun at the ground, normally you would take damage, you don't. Mustang and Sally, no damage, nothing like that. That's what made a gun like Mustang and Sally so overpowered throughout all Black Ops 1. That's why people like it. But the second you take away PhD Flopper, well, look at Black Ops 3. Death and Taxes in the meat wagon. The two sets of explosive pistols, you can't use them. Well, you can if you're skilled and you stay away from the explosions. I'm not saying anything about me, but you know, I'm sensible enough to not be stood next to an explosion. So think about this.
Swept away by a
they're taking away PhD Flopper and replacing it with Widow's Wine, which I have no real issue with, but maybe they could have put it in at least Moon, because also PhD Flopper, two more effects of it. You can do a PhD Flop where if you go up to a higher point than the ground where you're kind of flopping onto, it'll do an explosion. Like a really large explosion, and then also it prevents fall damage, which is why it was such a pain when they trolled us in Die Rise, which they put it in an area where you can't get to because you die fall damage, and it's there, it's lit up and everything, but it's a pain. But the last time we did see it was in the map that I'm playing here, Origins, in the Wonderfizz machine. But I don't know, maybe they could have put it in, like, if they put it in the Wonderfizz, I kind of wish they would, or at least do a little Easter egg for it, like they did with, I'm trying to think of something they did that. I know they've done that with something. Oh, the Apothicon Servant upgrade, that was it. You do a little mini thing, like you shoot some tablets around Revelations, then you could unlock it, or then you could pack a punch the Apothicon Servant. So I hope they do something similar to that. Maybe you've got to collect 3 ingredients, put it in a blender or something, and then you take that, you put that in like like there's a load of beer bottles on the table, so you pour that into it and then you drink the perk and then you get PhD. Maybe that would be cool. I think the main issue with it is the fact that in Black Ops you slide rather than flop. I thought that they could just change it, like when you have the perk, you just flop instead of slide. So I thought that would be kind of logical, but oh well, that's just my opinion. Next thing, I'm looking at the maps here, and Noct, I can't really understand why you would remaster it again. It's the 5th time we've seen Noct. Original Black Ops 1, because in the Zombies DLC pack at the end was just for the 4 what's it called, World at War maps, and then Moon. Then we saw it again in Transit as an Easter egg. Then we saw it again in Revelations as the kind of the center point of the map. And now we're gonna see it again in DLC5, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, maybe they'll have, I know they're not gonna change it, it won't be over the top, but maybe they could have just made it so there's more areas to do it with some perks, like jug, speed, you know, your kind of standard perks. And then we've got Varroks, which obviously, you know, stuff like Varroks, you genuinely want that in the game. That's, you know, that's not obvious, but, you know. Shino Numa, always a fun one to play. Kino, again, you can really learn how to train on that map if you're kind of a noob. I learned how to play zombies on Kino, I won't lie. Kino and 5, I tried to play more of 5 because I already, well, straight away I knew it was more difficult. Like, it's so tight, so tight. Ascension, Shangri-La. Shangri-La is just really difficult, and I haven't played it yet, and so I'm actually kind of excited for that. Same with Ascension, I haven't played it yet, so, you know. Whatever. So while all the YouTubers are like, oh my god, look at all the maps, we, us mere mortals, where we have to wait. Fair enough, we get it. And I get publicity, but really, DLC5, that's when you want to do this? Really? That's not really that fair, if I'm honest. But I get it. I get why they do the whole early access thing to YouTubers. But anyway, changing up some things. Main thing with the maps, they are adding the Black Ops 3 guns, but they are adding some guns. So already mentioned the Rager Mark II. They're also changing some of the war weapons. I was watching, I can't remember whose stream it was, I think it was Mr. T Lex. I was watching his video. Oh no, Codename Pizza, that was it. I was watching his myth busting video on Origins, and if you look closely at some of the war buys, like say in Origins here on Black Ops 2, it would have, or you would have the STG, like down where you go down past the mound, you go downstairs, and then there's a war buy when you kind of play the gramophone and the stairs go down. There's an STG there normally. Now it's in 1927, which I'm glad about, because 1927 is maybe my favourite gun in Black Ops 3. Like, I know that's a bold statement because, like, PPSH, but I prefer the 1927. I just feel it does more damage, and I just think it looks better overall. But, you know, that's just my personal preference. I know the PPSH is a beast, but I just don't feel it does enough damage. Maybe that's just Black Ops 3, or maybe that's just me, but it doesn't feel that good. If anything, it kind of sucks. It's just a gun with it. It feels like, to me, it feels like a Weevil with a lot more ammo. Like, that's what it feels like. The Weevil normally has like 50 and 300 or something, and then 100 and 500 when you pack a punch it. It's pretty much the same with the Tommy gun, but the Tommy gun does more damage, it feels like. I do go down here, it's kind of funny to be honest, but I'm not going to miss the whole 2 hidden down thing, because I will be playing Origins on this. I will be recording it.
Giant's armor is impenetrable.
Look, there you go. Now we've got some Mob of the Dead. Hey, there we go, Tommy gun. What did I say? But guys, I just think that the whole DLC5 thing is... I don't know. Yeah, I get why they did it. It's like they've described it as a love letter to the zombies community. They did it, fair enough. I just made this video because nobody's really making actual... Well, not that I've seen, nobody's making really thoughts about it. They're just making videos on the actual DLC itself. It's like, oh my god, look at the gameplay, the biodome looks so pretty. Cool, but you know, you maybe could have, like, I don't know, released it the night before to get us all really hyped up for it.
Okay, now we're moving.
Oh well, Treyarch, you do what you do. And I still don't really agree with the whole YouTuber get it early thing. But anyways, we'll just wait and get hyped up, and then us on Xbox will have to wait another month. Oh well. Okay, so let me think about anything else. Easter eggs. I'm not really fussed about the Easter eggs. I'll do the Easter eggs if people want to do them with me. Leave a comment maybe if you want to do it with me. You know, my gamer tag is obviously in every video pretty much I ever make. Just go back and find it and then add me. If you want to do it, send me a message. I don't know. I'll do an Easter egg with you, but I'm more of a high rounds guy. Definitely. Well, not really that high rounds, but when I do it, it's fun. Definitely. Okay, so let me think. I've pretty much covered everything I want to say. Oh, Gobblegums, that was it. That was the last thing. Okay, Treyarch, why have you brought Gobblegums into these maps? It's just gonna make it easy. The only maps that it's actually gonna affect is Ascension. Why the hell? I don't understand why they do stuff like this.
I'm one of the parts.
It's like with the Gobblegums, it just makes it pay to win. You could buy 100 Gobblegums or whatever and get, you know, 5 percolics, and then I get the whole Newton's cookbook thing was supposed to balance that, but it really doesn't, because it's look at the draw. Every day, you know, nobody really, like, if you do it, you know, fair enough to you, but nobody's supposed to play Black Ops 2 Zombies every day just to get a couple of percolics from time to time. That's just not what. That doesn't make any sense. So why the hell they're putting them in the thing now? Because when you think about it, Origins, it's got that was the whole idea of the Rainbow Perk Challenge. That's just going to make it easy. If you want to do it truly, the best way to do it is to get the golden shovel, get the perk things. I don't know how you do it exactly, because I'm still a bit of a noob to this sort of thing. Ascension is the only map it's really going to get counted by, is because the monkeys will take all your bloody perks. I mean, normally, I know Ascension is, well, it's easy, I've seen that enough. Quick Revive and Jug are the only 2 you really need, so you just stay outside Quick Revive and then go and get Jug afterwards. But anyway, that's how I feel about the Gobblegums. Stupid. I don't get the point of them, to be honest. I would have recommended they just leave them out. The whole 3 hits to down thing, though, fair enough, because you guys saw in the Origins gameplay, if that was 3 hits, I would have got through that. No issue. But oh well, we're coming to the end of this video, guys, and what I want you to think about, well, to be honest, I can't really complain about the whole, oh, we're getting it late on Xbox One. To be fair, we did just have Black Ops 2 backwards compat, and as far as I know, PS4 haven't even got backwards compat at all. So, you know, but I'm really happy because I got the Season Pass. I've been playing it a lot. Really enjoying, yeah, Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead and Buried. Origins not so much, but I think the only reason I'm not enjoying it that much is because I've just not got into it yet. I've not played it enough. I'm not saying it's a bad map. I can tell it's really good. I can see why people say it's the greatest map. It's the same with the Horizon Drac. I played it a lot, but I don't like the Horizon Drac just because of the Easter egg. The rest of the game, fine. Bows, no issue. It's just the Easter eggs, a pain in the ass at times, because the Keeper Step solo, get lost. If you don't have Electric Cherry, Widow's Wine and everything else, it's not happening. So I'll see you guys next time.
Where am I supposed
Let me know what you feel about it. That's a sick clutch. Goodbye.